Yeah, I get it. I understand you want to live and all that. But you got to earn a living. You got to pay the price because it costs to be the boss. Peace to the people. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the People's Healer, and I'm back, and I'm here with another YouTube segment to bring y'all another astrological breakdown. Now we're on Capricorn, the boss, the last earth sign. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right into it because we've already done Aries through Sagittarius. Now we're on Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. But we're going to focus on Capricorn, which is the last earth sign. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start off with Earth. Earth is practical, building, stability, being able to rely on something so you can build yourself up in this lifetime. You see what I'm saying? In a more material way, material gain. So, with that being said, let's put this in a quick analogy real quick before we get into all the deep stuff esoterically. All right. Now, when you go outside and you see a big, tall building, or let's just say the Empire State Building, the Octagon, or let's just say the White House. The White House. Somebody had to build it, right? Somebody had to take the time and the patience to build that building. It may took them 20 years, but they had the patience enough to see that building to come to fruition, right? Now, that would be Taurus Earth, fixed Earth. Being stuck and being able to practicalize and fixated on what it is you're doing in life, on your movement, on your actions. That's Taurus, permanent energy. Check out my video. I already made 2 videos on Taurus, so check that out, please. Now, after that, somebody had to make sure that everything is in order, organized, perfectly in place. The Virgo, the mutable earth, the earth that can be here, there, and everywhere. AKA can relate and being able to take shape and form to everything, all the dirt particles, all the mud, everything that's on earth, even the water itself. See what I'm saying? That's mutable earth. Virgo, the maid, the maiden, the motherly energy, the caretaker. They're the ones that can sit there and grow the gardens. Love to do stuff like that. See things to its perfection, to the minute detail. Virgo. Now, you're probably asking yourself, I understand all that, but still, it's a missing piece. Who created all that? Who told them to do all that? The boss. The Capricorn, the initiation of earth, aka the initiation of wealth, the initiation of life itself. Before we came to life, we had to go through a process to be brought here. We had to be in our mother's womb for 9 months. We had to go through the 9 dimensions, aka the tree of life. What do you think that represents? Capricorn, the initiation of life and earth itself. So understand why Capricorn is very important and why these people come across as very serious. Because these people know in their life, they got some serious stuff to do. And if you're a Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising, you got to understand right now that you're here for a great reason. Which is why you can't make mistakes like everybody else. Capricorns know that by the age of 3, they have a high responsibility and they have a lot of responsibility thrown on them. Every Capricorn I've ever met had that same responsibility to a great extent. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. You're going to have that responsibility thrown on at you at an early age. Because what rules Capricorn? Saturn. And what is Saturn? Saturn is the harsh realities of life. Saturn rules time. Saturn rules punishment and karma. Good karma or bad karma, however you want to look at it. This is what rules Saturn. This is the Saturn planet. And if you all don't know, Saturn has its own moon and basically its own small little solar system. AKA, Saturn needs nothing. So the Capricorn mentality is self-preservation, self-containment. I need nobody. I can do this on my own. Or if I can't do it on my own, I will do things my way, on my own accord. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see how it ties esoterically? As above, so below. Even into the personality of all Capricorns. So if you see these people that come across bossy, don't be mad. That's just their energy that they're pulling from. You know, let these people be the boss and everything will go good, smoothly. And in fact, these people like to work alone. You know why? Because they have nobody to blame at the end of the day but themselves. Because once they feel like they got to blame somebody else, it's hell to pay. It's hell to pay. Remember, this is the sign of the devil. Now, not the spooky stuff that you hear about devil, all this and that. No. I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. Energy is energy. This is the sign of the devil in some way, shape, or form. And you can't be the devil if you're not smart. Now, if you look at the Baphomet, you will see that in the middle of the Baphomet is the planet Mercury. Y'all know what Mercury is: communication, analyzing, thinking, the intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Because right after Capricorn is the higher octave, which is Aquarius. We're going to get to next. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about Capricorn, so that you can understand a little bit about these people. These people are the architects of life. These people are the builders. These people are the footstones on which we stand as Capricorn energy. You know what I mean? You know, Taurus is Earth, ruled by Earth. And it's actually the actual globe itself, and where everything can come here, and sustainability, and how everybody can have a permanent place to be. Souls and spirits can have a permanent place to come back to whenever they want to experience pain and pleasure in this physical body. That's more of Taurus energy. Then you want to talk about Virgo. It's everything to the minute detail within life. What is it that you really want to do? You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do that, do this and that. You know what I'm saying? This way, that way, however way you want to do it. That's pretty much Virgo while we're here on Earth. Now, it took a lot for us to get down here, or for to come here in the first place. Mothers know this more than anybody. In order for your child to come into this human reality, to be brought down, they have to go through the womb. That's extreme pain. But after that pain, you have beautiful life, which is the pleasure. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, understand Capricorn. Very important. Now let's talk about the modality of Capricorn. It's cardinal Earth, aka the initiation of Earth. It's a platform where material matter can be brought down to this realm of reality and reign supreme. The five senses is Earth. You see what I'm saying? It's five senses. So Capricorn represents all things that are brought here, or I should say, before it was brought here, the yes or no. Are you allowed to even be brought here? Or think about it in a boss position. Are you allowed to work this job? Let me see your resume. Let me see your credentials. What have you done? How much experience you got? How much time you put in? How much work you put in? Can you fit the bill? Are you worth it? That's Capricorn energy. Are you worth it? Are you worth my time? Are you worth my love? Are you worth being my friend, aka my employee? AKA my employee. Because Capricorn, they have friends, but they, if you're a Capricorn, you've been on a Capricorn for 15 years, you their employee in some way, shape, or form. I just got to be real with it, y'all. Y'all know me. I gotta bring the truth. You their friend, yeah, you've been cool with them for a long time, but in some way, shape, or form, you're more their employee, their acquaintance. Even when they're in a relationship, you definitely going to be a big employee. Their favorite little manager. But anyway, now let me tell you why Capricorns are that way. Because, as I stated in the beginning, you have to pay the price to be the boss. It costs to be the boss, right? Like you heard that in plenty of songs and all that. It costs to be the boss. Yeah, you're right. And I don't mean physical. These people go through a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of emotional drama in their life, which makes them feel those shoes that they have to feel at an early age. This is why, have you ever heard of the young adult, the young adolescent, the young man? At 6 years old, this person is already a man. Or this woman is already acting like a grown woman, an adult. These are Capricorn and Aquarius children. Mainly, I'm going to say Capricorn. Because that responsibility is going to fall on them. I don't care if they're the middle child, the oldest child, or whatever. The responsibility is going to fall on them. And that's how they're going to see it. Like, yo, this may be my responsibility to do this. They're going to know that that's their purpose in life. Because Capricorns have a serious purpose. As I said, they cannot make the same mistake as other people. Because karma, Saturn, is going to come back and get them. Because we all deal with our own Saturn. When we turn the age of 30, that's our solar return. Our Saturn returns. So if you've been a certain way from 0 to 29, after 30, if you're still that same way, that's how you're going to be. That's just going to be you. You know what I mean? So it's up to you to change. And when you hit that 29, 30 mark, that's the perfect time to go ahead and spark that new change right there. Change your life, aka levels in life. Capricorns know there's levels in life. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to move up every time. So what you going to do? Can you fit the bill? Are you worth it? Do you think you're worth it? Because that's what it's all about, your perception on yourself. Do you think you're worth it? Because if not, you're not going to make it in life. The harsh realities in life will destroy you. And you're going to ultimately lose yourself. Now, as I stated, Capricorn energy is the initiation to life itself. So what does that mean? That means you're going to experience heaven on earth and hell on earth. As I told you, for a mother to give birth, that's experiencing pain. That's a form of hell in some way, shape, or form. But afterwards, you get the gift of life. The present. You get the present of life. The gift. A kid, a seed, your child. Y'all see what I mean? But you got to go through that pain. Y'all see what I mean? You got to go through all that pain just to do all that. Yeah. And let alone the 9 months of pregnancy. I ain't even talk about that. But y'all know what I mean. All right. Now, I actually got my notes this time, y'all. 3 pages worth because my phone, I kind of lost it. So I got to go back to the old school. Now, as I told you, Saturn, the planet Saturn has its own mini solar system. Moons, the rings around it, and all. All it really needs is a little bit of sunlight from the sun. But not even that. Did you know without the sun, Saturn still can hold the weight of its own and still be in the galaxy and be good? Probably better off. Because, like I told you, now put that all into a person. This is a person that's very self-contained, very serious about what it is they have to do, about the steps they got to take in life. Because Capricorns know that there is steps you got to take in life to get to levels. Simple. The ladder, Jacob's ladder, all that, Capricorn. So when you're dealing with these type of people, know that these people is not for the games. It's no time to joke around. We don't have time for that. We're thinking about longevity here. We're thinking about how we're going to be when we're 55, 60. We're having grandkids. They got to be good in a material way. They got to have clothes. They got to be able to eat. All this type of stuff. Capricorns take care of that. The caretakers. The opposite of Capricorn is what? The Cancer. Go back and watch my video. What did I tell y'all about Cancer? Cancer is the ultimate caretaker of the zodiac, the mother. So the opposite of that is going to pull from that same energy, but do it in a different way. Since that's water, they're going to do it in a more feeling way. How you feeling? Did you eat today? Come in the house. Feel good at home. Now, who paying the bills? The Capricorn. The initiation of wealth, the money, the material matter. AKA, usually, when you got all the money, you the head honcho, the boss. The boss mentality. The boss men, the boss women. Y'all get it? Now, as I stated, the opposite of Cancer. So if you want these people to express their feelings and emotions, they probably don't got time. They're probably going to, you call them about how you been feeling, all that. Oh, I'm at work, I'll call you back. Click. Oh, I'm selling this and that. Call you back. I'm selling these cars real quick. You know what I mean? Which is why I wore this button up to symbolize, business. Because these people are all about business in every aspect of life. When it comes to love, sex, whatever you want to talk about. It's about business at the end of the day. Because before you even get into bed with them, 9 out of 10, you probably got to go out with them. They got to see if you can fit the bill. Because Capricorn deal with status. High status. I understand, you got this going on, this and that. So let's go out to eat. The food may cost $100. And, especially Capricorn women, they're going to see if you can fit the bill. They got it. But they probably won't say nothing. They want to see if you can fit the bill. It's $100. You know what I'm saying? You reach in your pockets like, damn, I only got, oh, man. You might be an air signer or, or something like that. I only got like 70, you know what I mean? You got 30 or something like that. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the whole thing. And she paid for the whole thing. So you thinking, dang, this woman might be feeling me. She done paid for the whole meal? Wow. Then y'all done had a good time. Y'all drinking wine. Y'all having the best of conversation. And y'all probably done went to the bedroom, had the best time or whatever. Now the next day, you thinking you got this woman or the man. You like, okay, da-da-da-da. Calling them, texting them, wondering why they're not responding. They're done. You couldn't fit the bill, buddy. You didn't have enough of enough in you. You didn't have it. It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't pass the interview. Y'all had a good time or whatever, yeah. Yeah. But you didn't make it. You didn't climb the last step of that ladder. So know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with Capricorn. This is very serious shit. For real. All right. What else we can talk about? We also can talk about, now, it's an earth sign as I stated. And I pretty much talked about Saturn. Now we're going to talk about Mars. What is Mars? Mars is the planet of aggression, the planet of willpower, the planet of your motives, your deep desires, your driven, your passions and all that, your goals, your achievements. What can you achieve? How are you going to achieve it? That's all Mars. Now, Mars is exalted in the Capricorn constellation. So what does that mean? With all that boss mentality, all that stuff I just got over, you got to understand these people are driven, ambitious, highly motivated individuals. They're going to reach their goal in life. And if you try to stop them, they're going to do it in an earth way to get you out of there. They're not going to say nothing, or they're not going to express it to you like a fire sign. It's an earth. They really got to do it. So if they got to take you out in some way, shape, or form to move up to the next level, it is what it is. And they don't care about it. In fact, they do care about it. They care so much to the point that they feel like they got to get you out of there just to get there. Because they care about who? Themselves. Self-preservation, self-containment, self-acceptance, self-order, all you want to talk about it. Yeah. It's kind of narcissistic in a way, but not like Leo. It's totally different. This is for a purpose here. Almost God-like purpose. Like Sagittarius, the sign what you got finished talking about. But it's in a real way. You see what I mean? If I got to do that, boom, let's win. You know what I mean? Think about a game on campaign mode. The whole campaign mode to reach the beat the game. That's all Capricorn energy. Campaign mode. Their life is a campaign. It's not a game, but a campaign. It's not a game like Mercury, like Geminis maybe look at life as a game they can play. It's a serious game. Now, okay, enough of easy mode. Let's put it on legendary mode. Their life is on legendary mode. They can't make the mistakes like you can when your life is on easy. Because Capricorns know, and they represent that life is not easy. It ain't all greasy and peasy out here. You know, the sun don't shine everywhere. You know what I mean? And Capricorns like when the sun don't necessarily shine unless they've already reached that peak. Because they love to show it off. They don't mind to show it off to an extent. They don't mind that. You know, they'll show you, you can see that. It's cool. You know. But it don't really matter to them to a great extent. You know what I mean? Because when you got that much of wealth and that much self-love and all that, they don't got to show it. They don't got to express it. It is what it is. Think about a Capricorn at an interview. They're not going to do all the talking about the resume and all this stuff. Oh, I did this in a day. No. They're going to show you the resume. You either like it or you don't. It is what it is. Not in a bad way like it is what it is, but it really is what it is. Here's my resume. These are my credentials. Do you like it or not? I'll know that you liked it if you call me back. So I got to go. I got another business I'm running here. This is really holding me down. Because I really want to work for myself. You know what I mean? So when you're a boss looking at another boss, it's kind of like, man, this is a serious person. You know, they got the credentials and all that, but man, they ain't got no enthusiasm. But do they really want the job? You know, the boss will be like, dang, do you really want the job? Talking to a Capricorn, it's like, yo, do you really want the job? Like, give me a smile or something like that. Capricorn looking at it like, you want a what? You know, the Capricorn looking at it like, you want a smile. Man, I don't got no time for that, man. Here's my resume. I'm gone, bro. The military, to me, represents Capricorn energy to the best extent. You want to talk Capricorn? Think of the military man or the military woman. And that right there, I can end the video right there. That right there explains it all. Time. We up at 0600. We're about to run these 2 miles. We should be back by 0800 to eat breakfast to each child. Now after that, it's time to get down to the analytics. Time to write these 5 pages and all that. By the time 1100 get here, got a little small break. Don't do too much because I know we got that little run, that company run you forgot about. If you forgot about it, that's on you. You got to deal with that punishment, buddy. Give me 500 push-ups right now. See what I mean? Because you acting like you ain't ready. Capricorn energy. Now, after that, we got a time that we get off. And we get to just chill and relax and sit back and do whatever we want to. 1700, the day is over. Kick back and do what you want to, but remember, you got to be here at 0600 for that run. So don't drink too much, don't do too much, don't party too much. But if you do, you got to deal with that punishment, aka Saturn, aka the time. You got to deal with it. It is what it is. That alarm clock going off in the morning, Saturn. Get up. Oh, time for you to do what you got to do. We don't got no time for games. Ain't no time to get up and call your girlfriend or your boyfriend. How you been doing? No, buddy. What are you doing? We don't have no time for that. Feelings, love, what? Not right now. It's time for business. The sign of entrepreneurship. The initiation of wealth. Not that you got $1 million, but what did you have to do to get that $1 million? Did you win the lottery? In some way, shape, or form, you had to do something to get that, though. You had to go through a certain step to get that. Capricorns know that. So, these people love when they can do stuff their own way. This is why they have the boss mentality. Not really the boss as in a job or something like that. That can be, which is perfect for them. But, periodly, like, hey, I understand you folding clothes in 2 minutes, you folding clothes in 30 minutes, but man, I did mine in 15 minutes, and I feel like, I mean, you know, if y'all did it like that, everything would have come out smooth. We don't have to worry about nothing. We're good. Everything comes out good. And they look at it like, if I do it in 2 minutes like you, or if I do it in 30 minutes like you and I mess up, I got to blame one of you. So let me just do it my way. If it take me 2 hours, then so be it. If it take me 1 minute, so be it. 30 seconds, so be it. At least I did it my way. Self-preservation. Saturn needs nobody. Capricorn people in general, they feel like they feel that way. They don't need nobody. Now see what I mean? The bosses. Let me get another word. I said boss way too many times. But y'all get it. Another word for them would be the problem solvers or the dealers. You know what I mean? The starters, the shakers, the movers. They're getting it started. Like Aries is the cardinal sign, cardinal fire. They're getting, you know, the spark, right? The initiation of wealth. Let's get down to business. You know, the architects. You know, let's draw the blueprint. The blueprint. That's the word for them. The blueprint. Mm-hmm. I would have thought Jay-Z was a Capricorn. Mm-hmm. You know, that's Capricorn energy though. No matter what, it's still a Capricorn archetype. All right, now, I know y'all probably remember my Cancer video. This is the opposite of Cancer, which is Capricorn, but we're going to talk about Cancer a little bit so we can understand Capricorns a little bit more. Now, I told y'all about Cancer in America. America was founded in a Cancerian act. Home, foundation, family, roots. Let's take care of home. Let's get a big military to take care of home. Cybersecurity, submarines in the water, so we can have security for our home. Cancer, the initiation of waters, the initiation of how we feel. Do we feel safe? We got the best military. I feel safe now. Okay, but behind the scenes, what about the wealth? What about the money, the distribution, the ways and means, the trading? What do we got to trade? Human beings? What do we got to trade? Products? Services? What do we got to trade? Music? People talents? What is it we got to trade behind the scenes? The secret societies is Capricorn. And I just explained it. Behind all this caretaking, home, and family, you got to have some money in this world. Because this world is very materialistic. Physical. How we going to run the mundane physical plane? And now to get into the understanding of Capricorn energy. The behind the scenes, the money, materials, jewelry, cars, clothes. Not only for the food, but the vegetation in the vast lands, farms, farming, distribution. Not just the cooking. That's after the fact. How are we going to get the plants and all that there? How are we going to do all of that? Huh? How do we know it's 20 people here, so we're going to need 100 plants growing at a time to feed these people year in and year out? Capricorn energy, the architect, the blueprint. Draw it out and get it done. So know how serious these people are important. That's what I want people to understand about this video. Understand how important Capricorns are. And the Capricorn energy itself. AKA the initiation of life on earth. Before the birth. And instead, it's before the birth. You know, before the mother gave the birth. Because think about it. Before that mother gave birth, the father and the mother had to do what? Draw up a plan about the child. Hey, we've been having sex unprotectedly, we might have a child. A child costs what? How much a year? We got to make sure we can fit that bill. Make sure, is it worth it? Is the pleasure, the feeling of this sex to create the bonding of two souls together to create another one, is it worth it? Do we have enough money? Do we have enough clothes? Can we provide for this child? If the answer is yes, we all for it. But behind the scenes, that's what y'all had to get to before that birth to happen. Before that mother had to, give the birth, the father had to draw out that blueprint. You know what? I got 2 businesses going on. You working for a Fortune 500 company. We can afford a child. Let's make it happen. Y'all see what I mean? Capricorn energy, the first before the birth, to an extent. That's how I look at it. It's before the birth. And this reality, before the birth. The mother and the father have to talk about the child. The child gonna be 5 years old. They're gonna cost a whole lot more than they were when they was a toddler. Now a child is 16. Cars. We gotta buy all this stuff for our child. Can we fit that bill? If not, we don't need to be having sex. Business! Business, y'all. And it's not good to mix business with pleasure. We all know that. AKA, just think about it. Even with feelings, just think about it, man. Think about it when you go to work today or yesterday or something like that. And you had a lot going on at home. You couldn't tell your boss that. All right, boss, I got this going on. Oh, my goodness, I need to go home. What? You need to go home? You mean to tell me you at 8 points, you got to get to 20, and you talking about going home because of something that's going on back there? Really? I ought to fire you for just thinking that. And you already know this before you even talk to your boss, which is why you don't talk to your boss about stuff like that. You talk to your what? Other coworkers. Now, you got other coworkers that will tell the boss, so you don't even tell those coworkers. Y'all see how important the boss is? Y'all see what I mean? Because there's no time for feelings. Because Capricorns has already thought about that. I understand you're going through this and that, but you're going to need money to provide for your family, so you might as well stay here until it's time for you to get off. But while you're here, go ahead and do what you got to do. I understand you need to take care of your family. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of all y'all by making you stay here. I'm looking out for you. You probably don't see it right now because you're in your feelings. Which is why the moon is away in Capricorn. I talked about home, which is Saturn, natural energy, having to get a career, dealing with time, dealing with their own way of doing things, their own way of building structure in their life, their own way. Saturn, exalted is Mars. Now, with all that energy with getting a career, they have a passion for getting that career. They have a willpower, a fight, the huge fight. All that warlike energy to be something. They know they are something. They just got to be it. They got to put it into action. Now, you got a planet that's away. AKA when it's time to go to work. Feelings, emotions, moods. You can't be all moody at work. You can't be in your feelings when you're trying to make some money. Moody, moods, and money don't work. It ain't no mood. You got to get this money. AKA to provide for our family, to provide for ourselves. I got to eat at the end of the day. So I obviously got to work. But I don't want to worry about this. So I'm going to build a great foundation full of longevity that's going to last me for a lifetime. So while I'm building this, I don't got time to be in my feelings. Get out of here. For a Capricorn to go to work, it's natural. For a Capricorn to be in their feelings, that's them going to work. Y'all see what I mean? They don't have time. Very serious people. And important. All right, now, we're going to talk about the fall. Now, the fall of Capricorn would be, is it Jupiter? Since Cancer is exalted in Jupiter. The fall of Capricorn would be Jupiter. But the good thing about that is, see, Capricorns got it good right there, though. Because the fall would be Jupiter, tying meaning and reasoning to things, higher learning and wisdom. Now, the good thing about that is, these people are already very wise in life. So, for Jupiter to be the fall, they kind of got a good pull with Saturn. Because we all know Saturn deals with wisdom and learning from your mistakes. That's being wise and able to talk about it and help others, if you will. But you rather help yourself, Capricorn. So, for a Capricorn to tie meaning and reasoning, a higher meaning and reasoning, to what they do, the reason why it's to fall, because they will tie their higher meaning and reasoning to themselves. They don't get that to nobody else. They don't give that to nobody else. My mama, no. My father, no. This is me. See, this is what I want to do in life. This is my career. This is my set goal. Something I have to withstand. You see how Jupiter tied meaning and reasoning to a higher source in some way, shape, or form. Capricorn, yeah, but me. Yeah, but, but me too. See what I'm saying? Which is a good thing in a way, depending on your perception. Now, I talked about the different four modalities with Capricorn. You got a planet at home, which is Saturn. You got an exaltation, which is Mars. You got left brain, left field, which is the moon. The opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. And Cancer is exalted in Jupiter, which is the fall of Capricorn. Capricorn sits in the middle. You know what I mean? But for it to do the right thing, it has to have a career. For it to be happy, you have to have a passion. And maybe art or something like that. You know what I mean? So when you jump in your bag of your passions, you're probably the best artist. Or you want to be known for the best artist status. The 10th house. What is the 10th house? The 10th house is career. The 10th house is the house of status. The house of the plateau. Think of the Olympics. You got bronze, you got silver, and you got gold. What do you think the gold represents? Capricorn. The highest extent in this material world. The supreme. In an earthly way. And that right there, y'all, is Capricorn energy in a nutshell. So, peace to the people. Shout out to all my bosses out there, all my Capricorns, all my initiators out there. Stay being you. But one last thing I want to tell Capricorns. Never lose your soul trying to gain the material world. Because later on in life, you'll realize that's what happened. So don't do that. Peace.